Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 3v3 today. We are on Across the Rhine. Today spawning in the south. We have Doom with Ostheer going for Festung support. Nufa Fist, also with Ostheer, immediately going for Jaeger Armour. And finally MaterMind with OKW going for Overwatch. From the north we have LethalBliss as the British forces with advanced emplacements, Royal Artillery and Royal Engineers. BotomLulz as Soviets with NKVD, Shock Army and Mechanized support. And finally Sir 20 Goodmen with British forces going for Royal Engineers. This is a Patreon back submitted game. Both are a ranged team of threes. I forget which way around it is. One team's around 300, the other's around 500. I forget which. Maybe one's like 360, one's about 500. I forget which way around it is though. Can't tab out either because I'm running DirectX to Vulkan and full screen, so anyway. Alright, here comes a sniper. The skirmishes right across the battlefield. MG jumped into this building, so good control over there for Doom. Demons though, performing well in close range. Sniper taking a couple shots, but about to be under pressure from the British troops coming through the centre. Has to back out of there. The stern posts seemed like they got isolated, couldn't really get in close to do any damage, so MaterMind struggling down the bottom now. And a Vickers joining in now for Sir 20. Capping up here. Have to be worried about a flank now. Could even maybe consider pushing onto the fuel. Play, safely around that building. Might be a decent time for these pies to retreat as well. It's about tier 2 tick timing. Closing in on the penals. Actually going to be a pretty close fight. It's quite strong at this range. And now the flamer pops. Should allow the victory there. Jumps out of cover. Vickers getting the suppression going. Sniper coming back onto the field for Nufa. And so far the Axis haven't really secured a fuel point. I don't think they actually captured this. And they haven't harassed this point at all, even though it has been open. Maybe Doom should have made a play for that. So far, hasn't really forced any fighting into this machine gun. Kind of just been sitting up here, so could leverage it by pushing onto that fuel. Looks like Axis making a breakthrough down the south finally, with the sniper joining in, helping to chase back that machine gun and gets a wipe on the infantry section.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Closing in here. Oh, decent rifle nades. MG could maybe get the kill. Oh, I had to reload. You can see it reloading, but still gets it. Max Ranger. Make a break there for Doom. Good rifle nade. Sniper disengaging from this side, but I think it was needed to continue pushing over here. It's coming into the center, though. And now I've got a Soviet sniper, but it's on the far side. And these days, can't sell spot. We'll need something to run into the machine gun to provide vision. So you can force it out of that building. Which, given these gone for a tier 1 is a fine choice to counter the building. Maybe could even come down to the center and try go for the counter snipe at some stage. So pretty standard stuff here from MaterMind. Opting to go for the Jaeger lights. Is maybe a touch slow getting the tech down though. Maybe struggling a touch for manpower. There you go, sniper getting busy through the center. Grenadiers getting behind the sight blockers now. It could be a bit more active here, Doom. These Grenadiers. Snipers coming back down to the south and working well. 7 kills now. It's a reasonable rate. Oh, and I heard a light vehicle. It's going to be a mortar half-track for Doom. Oh! Nasty combo there. Rifle nade and mortar hitting at the same time. Sniper picking shots here. Gotta be careful because once you've been pinned for 10 seconds, that bonus wears off. And this squad will start to die very quickly to the machine gun. Which I think we're starting to see happen now, but it looks like Doom didn't notice perhaps. Doesn't end up jumping out of the building. Loses that machine gun to the sniper. Push back through the center. Retreat from the sniper just in case that base artillery was going to land on him. Perhaps not necessary. Officer from LethalBliss. Not the best from long range though. Oh! Rifle nade's working well for the Axis team here. Nearly gets a wipe with that one. Maybe hanging around a little bit too long with this squad as well. Because failing to suppress. It looks like a good pushback through this side for MaterMind. A bunch of wire down now. Oh wow, went for Mechanized. Okay. Pretty good map for a fast walking Stuka, this one. One of the smallest 3v3 maps.
Has been permanently established as a static post.
Quite strong. Looks like none of the allies have gone for light vehicles to this point. No tier 3 down for the Soviet player. So it doesn't really need a Puma or a Lux. Too late for a Lux anyway. But yeah, walking Stuka could be a decent option, even though it's all mobile at the moment. Oh wow, Sir 20 actually going for one of those. AEC, huh? Okay. Rebuild on the MG now for Doom. And Nufa bringing up his sniper, looking for the counter snipe here. Okay, does make it into the center, kind of baiting. I don't know if the sniper has vision. Oh, it does. And there we go. Soviet sniper falling. Good counter snipe there. Nice teamwork from the Axis. I suppose at this rank it's kind of like, are they baiting by leaving the units there for the counter snipe, or are they just not paying attention? You know, I suppose it's a bit more of a gamble. Those at the higher ranks. In this case, it was definitely a bait from the Axis. Well done. Looks like those penals are getting replaced by guards now. Always a safe option. AC down here. Looks like I might have chased away one unit, but it's not very good in anti-infantry duties. There's going to be the walking Stuka from MaterMind, but uh-oh. Caught on the road with the pack, no support. It's decrewed. Gets stolen now. Mortar half-track though lands a good shot, and look at that hit from the Vet 1 sniper. Getting knocked out 2 or 3 models, stunning them all. Becomes a walking Stuka. They're on retreat though. Oh, but it was targeted quite deep. Combining with the sniper there, all of them nearly die. Well targeted with their walking Stuka barrage. And that means the pack stays in Axis hands. I'm down now with the pack and a Shrek to fight back against this AEC. It's the officer's recon pass coming through there. Sniper up to Vet 2 now. 17 kills. Got a 2-2-2 extremely late. This is a very, very late 2-2-2. That's coming in on the flank, but the sniper's surviving. I know that he has got spotting scopes in this commander, but still maybe a touch questionable at this late of a timing. Up against a lot of guards as well from the Soviet players, so they're not going to be terribly effective there. The British player's got an anti-tank gun. And there's that AEC on the field as well. Okay, great rifle nade, nearly knocks out the guards. In fact, missing a shot there. AEC trying to smoke its way to safety. AT gun under some pressure, but should be able to get out of there. Base howitzer fire coming in though. As well as some smoke. Yep, from the officer. Good soft retreat though from MaterMind with the machine gun. Can the officer get in range for a grenade here? Looks like it. Even while suppressed. Very quick pin though. People just trying to hold their ground. They have to dodge away from a grenade themselves. Got a lot of Brens up here now as well. Oh, but they get blasted by that mortar half-track. 9 kills on that now, and here comes the walking Stuka again. Mass retreats for LethalBliss. And again, a very deep targeting on that. Bringing it back from this direction, so the shells land over here early. First, and pretty good connection again. LethalBliss might have to reconsider the way he's dodging now, instead of just mass retreating, maybe dodging up to the side. Not directly into the standard retreat path. Might be more successful. Let's try to recapture the fuel at this stage. Axis did have a bit of a rough start in terms of fuel, otherwise it would be pretty close to medium tank timing. Lost control down here now again as well. Who has got the spotting scopes now. And it's a Cromwell for LethalBliss about to pop out. A few AT guns hanging around for the Axis, so double AT guns early for Doom. Perhaps shouldn't be necessary to have 2 AT guns this early on. Especially when you've got so many Fausting squads still on the field. Should be able to handle a medium tank. Just the one. It's not horrible, but maybe the manpower could be spent elsewhere. No med bunker back here actually, that's a pretty big issue. Need that healing. Otherwise it's just going to cost you a lot more manpower in the long run. Okay, T-34 up here. Grenadiers go down. Decent amount of damage, and the squad inside the building goes down. Did you see how much damage that plane did? Here come the AT guns, but they're getting swarmed on. There is a telemine right here, and that triggers. AT guns spinning around, and there goes the T-34. Nice bit of revenge there after taking so many losses. The satchel charge coming down now. Late reaction. Retreats through it instead of dodging upwards. Oh, and here comes the Cromwell now. Doom in some big trouble. Trying to retreat back to this post, but unable to get there. Sniper coming in from the side for some assistance. Got the pack there as well. But both of them end up getting decrewed. Nasty 2-on-1 there from the Allies. Comes a walking Stuka though. This could be big. Don't know which way to dodge. Doesn't end up doing too much. The T-gun ducking away here. Pack at a good angle. Sniper looking to get involved again. They're trying to knock out this forward assembly, a forward resupply station. Looks like it's going to go down. Tries to jump on this, but so many enemy troops nearby is very risky. Ends up losing his pioneers. Ouch. Big losses there for Doom. See the Axis kind of... Oh, last second dodge. And the guards get the wipe. Without the machine gun, you know, Nufa Fist not having a machine gun, Doom losing his inside the building, really struggling against the allied infantry there. A fuel cache down, in fact 2 of them down for Nufa. Push down in the south here for these Axis troops. Switch all the focus fire across.
We're losing a capture point.
Is that from the officer? No, there's a flame mortar support coming in there. Pack missing its shot. Engineers could get wiped now. Oh, but some suppression kicking in from the machine gun. This squad getting around the corner for the incendiary grenade. Oh, there goes the AEC hanging about in front of the pack for a touch too long. The Fault Trinitiers, though, die to the officer, doing huge damage in close quarters. And now the machine gun in some trouble. Smoke actually saving it, I think. I think the MG was still firing at the same squad, and the AoE suppression wasn't quite getting the job done. Could have lost the machine gun there otherwise. Comes the walking Stuka, close ranger. Not hitting too much though after that promising start. Things have slowed down on the walking Stuka front.
We lost a gun crew.
Ends up getting decrewed there as well. We have a 6-pounder. The British player maybe could make a siege on this. He had his vision Tommy upgraded the pyrotechnics to provide some sights. Could be pretty strong. Cromwell hiding around the corner, evading the pack. Doom rebuilding the pyros and building tier 3 up now. There's the fuel from medium tank finally. Brumbia first for Nufa. Oh, combat engineers inside the building go down. Must be the mortar half-track. Tries to go for some shots on the mortar half-track, but getting the job done. That's a rebuilder, right? The mortar half-track did die at some stage. I'd say, you know, a medium tank was probably a higher priority than the rebuild on the mortar half-track. This is trouble. Huge number of Brit troops coming in from the side. The AT gun isolated. Maybe a sniper could get a nice shot in here. Stun all these guys. Yep, really good use of that incendiary round again. T-gun's still a little bit exposed, but here we go. The Grenadier reinforcements finally end up arriving. Again, Doom not paying attention though. MG inside the building dies. Pack a little exposed. Guards going into firing positions here, opening up. Here comes the Brumbia though. Goes for the close range threat first and ends up knocking that out. Guards are getting slaughtered now as well. Trying to recover their LMG and it ends up costing them their life. Dodge on the rifle made though. But maybe could have got a bit more involved during this fighting. I know there's an AT gun nearby, but it's taking any damage yet. As long as it's well supported by a pack. action down here in the south. Looks like Sir 20 having trouble pushing back onto the field, but does manage to decrew the pack again. Stuka, decent connection. Ooh, actually pretty good. Oh, now the Cromwell could be in some trouble. Oh, the Sternpies go down so fast, though. Panzer IV arriving, but a little bit too slow to finish the job on the Cromwell. That's already long gone, but maybe he can get some revenge. They're clumped up, not really in cover. Oof. That was a close one. Pass coming through again, but this one's shot down quickly by the 222. And now we've got a Panzer IV out for Doom, but you know, 21 minutes on the field, it's quite a late one. Kind of at the stage where maybe it could have even been a Panther straight tick up. Maybe not rebuilding this second mortar half track. Gonna roll this into a second Panzer IV now. Looks like Bottom tries to save for that ISU 152, and it's actually not too far off now. Putting up a munitions cache out the back. Kind of interesting. None of these commanders are munitions monsters, you know, don't have any stuff going. Take Overwatch or something super powerful like that. Okay, needing cover there. And he's dropping fast. There's the walking Stuka though. This could be big. A lot of Soviet troops in the area. Dodge out to the side though. Don't take any damage. Here come the Panzer IVs. Oh no! Sniper finally goes down for Nufa. Had a good run. The Brit Blob was too powerful for it. Here comes the Brumbier though. This could be big. Solid connection there. The AT gun there as well. Not quite facing the right direction. Now it's under pressure from the officer. 22 doing its best. That does get decrewed. Panzer IV comes in to assist. Good teamwork here from the Axis, trying to get in Festung range, I think, but not even necessary. Well done. Oh, Media's down the north. Looks like the ISU striking hard. Panzer IV's cowering. Mastermind, quite a lot of manpower. Same story for Nufa. I think he's trying to save for the elephant now, which is a good idea. Maybe squeeze in an extra squad of pioneers in the meantime as well. Faster repairs, probably want them recreating your team weapons. Mine sweeping wouldn't go astray, though I don't think we've seen any mines planted by the Allies at this point. It hurts to get in the habit. Planes up in the air. And the attack planes as well from Sector Assault. Some damage onto the Cromwell. It's behind on the victory points at this stage. But not critically. A lot of tanks requiring repairs down here now. Only one pyro for Doom as well. The Axis kind of just need to lay low until they get that elephant on the field. Otherwise this ISU is going to beat them hard. Play evasively. massive usage of this recon plate. It's really interesting. Oh, friendly fire there from the ISU. Oops. Stuka. Oh, there we go. Combat engineer's down. Decent rifle nade out there as well. Officer also ends up dying due to the friendly fire, I think, largely. Actually making some moves through the center. One thing that the guys don't have is continuous sight. They've got those bursts of vision from the recon passes, but nothing providing consistent vision to the ISU like a recon plane or a flare from Soviet mortar. And here's the elephant now, backed up by the Vet 222. So we did end up getting value out of it, even though it was very late on the field. Now a vision monster, ISU's going to have to be careful. Oh, but a 17-pounder coming up for LethalBliss. Might be a little far back here.
The enemy have destroyed
Ends up cancelling it.
There's an officer awaiting orders.
Might try and plant it a little bit further forwards. Damage in there from the Blimbear. And then on the flank. Yep. Well done. Okay, got a Comet now for Sir 20 though. Should be able to command this area of the map. Axis don't really have an answer to that. Don't have any Panthers. But I should not be bringing it in to fight against the elephant. That's a bad idea. Should be basically where the elephant is not taking advantage of its high mobility. Oh, we've got a Howie up now for MaterMind. A lot of resources in reserve as well. Pretty much pop-capped. Looks like that's laying siege to the mortar pit.
An emplacement is being attacked.
Stuka hit now as well. This pop-cap you kind of can only go for maybe another McKesson or something like that. Much else can be afforded. Oh! Opportunities die down the far side. Grenade from the officer. Space artillery here, blinding. Good connection there from the elephant. ISU out for repairs. He's ready 5 now for bottom. That's a good response. 17-pounder attempted through the center. Trying to plant this with the advanced emplacements. But cancels it. Can't really build that while it's under siege. The elephant firing at it. Hit there from the ISU. Needs the AT gun though to fight back against this. It's getting smashed without the proper counter. Hold the line active now though. The Axis tanks are pushing into enemy territory. This could be risky. Stunned the ISU 152 back there. The Panzer IV trying to get around the corner on it now. The planes are dropped in. Mass action here. Double Panzer IVs coming in. 2 players and the flak Panzers here as well. Panzer IV takes the main gun crypt, but the ISU goes down. A T-gun rolling up for bottom, but it's too late. And now the Cromwell overstays its welcome as that also falls. Double Breeders do end up going down, and now the planes in response from Hold the Line doing some big damage to Nufa's units.
An emplacement has been destroyed.
Doom backing off now. A couple very low tanks. Mortar pit also ends up falling. It's flying. Howitzers coming in as well. Good coordination there from the Axis. Brought the Allies out. Oh no, SU-85 comes back in and nearly dies. Could still go down. I think the Howies are firing in this region. Good activation of hold the line. Got the sector artillery coming in now. Guards need to get out of there. Still right on the edge. Be taking damage. There we go. Officers getting in there, and that goes down. You can't hang around. That sector artillery is very powerful. If you sit inside it. Ouch. Well, that was really bad for the Allies. As the dust settles, we've got 50-50, 76 versus 80-80. Pretty much all 80. So what's that? 70 PopCap lead now for the Axis in terms of army size. A lot of repairs required. Feeling the impact doom of forward resupply station loss. Could even rebuild it. Maybe on like this building over here or something. Just for the faster repairs. Has the resources for it. One pyro is not enough to keep 3 medium tanks healthy. 17-pounder cancelled immediately. Mortar half-track flame is a very good counter to the British emplacements. Oh, the section ended up dying to that. Howard coming down out the back as well. Is that a second howitzer now? From yeah, it is. MaterMind went for 2 of them. Target weak point activation there. Comet stunned in place. Oh, but the smoke stops the elephant from firing. Oh no, that was an attack round and it connects. Perhaps if the Brumbier shot at it there, could have got the kill and it's got that deflection damage. SU-85 comes forwards and snipes off the Werfer though. Well done there by Bottom. Doom just queuing up Panzer IVs. Buster here, long range, going for the machine gun. Gets away. British artillery out the back here. Axis on the drain though. Still behind on victory points. We've got a Katyusha next from Bottom. Building up some anti-tank guns, which is a good answer to the Elephant. The Bliss doesn't have any anti-tank. And 1 AT gun for Sir 20 as well. He's struggling for manpower. He's rebuilt a section instead of going for another like Comet or the AVRE. Very weird choice, or even a Firefly. Don't know why he'd build another section here. It doesn't make any sense. So there's plenty of field presence. But yeah, Allies are still a little bit under strength overall to handle this many Axis vehicles. S-35 though, doing a good job over here. AT gun gets decrewed. Getting a great hit. I think the vision provided for by the recon plane will also be the 222 as well. Okay, they're dropping in some action. Allies making a play through the center. S-35 though in a slightly compromised position here. Backed up by the AT gun. Oh, but it's getting stuck on the VP flag. Are going to back off though, playing it safe. With a strike, big damage, but the Brit troops do survive. And the Howie just, continuously getting kills out the back. Double Howies, in fact. Knocks out these decrewed weapons, both of them, in fact. Ouch. That's going to be hard to build back from now for the Allies. There's a lot of units lost there for LethalBliss. Be a bunker buster again. Just a fire back, but just sitting in the danger zone. Not ideal. Putting up a bunker now to cover the center, not a terrible idea. Chusha very far forwards here, looking for some action. Comet arrives. Yeah, I think it is a wasted opportunity. This Comet could have been doing so much work down here, maybe drawing some attention away from the center. Fighting right where the elephant is sitting is suboptimal. You have to force it to move around. It hasn't been happening this game. Likewise, you know, by continuously funneling troops into the center, it's making it very easy for these Axis howitzers to just tear everything up. It's a close range Katyusha, but doesn't end up getting the wipe, and now a King Tiger rolling up for MaterMind. We'll close the show here because he ends up dying out the back. Couple good hits here on the elephant. The AT guns of Botom getting stuck in. Maybe could start to use some marked vehicle. I don't think we've seen that activated so far. As a force threatening from the far side though. Big hit on the Comet. Could go down now to the elephant. And there it goes. We're on the double AT guns. Decent connection. Black Panzer shooting down the marked vehicle plane. Looks like it was... No, it was prioritized vehicles. What did he activate it on? Oh, and the Panzer IV out in the back there. Okay. Double AT guns getting some work done, but the Brummbär, the frontal armor holding strong. And yeah, by having the two AT guns sitting right next to each other, both end up getting decrewed by the bunker buster. Would the Brummbär survive one more shot? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, Werfer goes down out the back. The British base howitzer fire sees to that. The Allies are in some trouble here. Seems like they're about to give up. There goes the Katyusha. They're not microing anything.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
Got the Piats on the field now. Looks like the AT guns, AT grenades arrived too early. Piats hadn't done enough damage to result in the engine crit. Now I've got MaterMind dropping the planes, but Allies are throwing in the towel anyway. So yeah, a few things to work on there for Doom. You know, just like losing both those machine guns inside the building, no dodge. The build order could do with some work. The rebuild on the mortar half track really slowed down the medium tanks. But did get smashed pretty badly by the double medium attack. Really set him back a long way. But yeah, maybe could have had a tank in response if the build timings had been tightened up a bit to help fight back earlier. Now, first, following a pretty tried and true build order, you know, Jaeger armor with the elephant, Brummbär, sniper. Pretty solid play all round. MaterMind did struggle in the early phase, but so 20, you know, went for that AEC, I think it was, which if you're not up against a light vehicle, it just doesn't really make sense. It doesn't do a lot for you. I suppose he could have upgraded with the command vehicle at some stage, but ended up losing it. Didn't really get much done there either. And definitely should have come down to this side with that Comet. Try to clear off these troops, open up the cap down here. Allies just continuously fighting through the center, right into the clutches of that elephant. Big mistake. They also kind of lacked anti-tank at some stages. Under strength in terms of anti-tank gun numbers. So mines down really. As I said, I don't think I saw any mines planted by the allies at all, which kind of just let Doom run amok with these medium tanks. The mass Panzer IVs typically, you know, they don't scale that well into team games. You know, their penetration does struggle against the heavier targets, and relying on flanking troops to get onto the rear armor, as I was saying, with a lot of snares hanging around, mines often ends up backfiring, so you can't really get value against perhaps stronger players. But it ends up working well. Good coordination from the Axis. They made that big thrust, knocking out the ISU 152, and from there the Allies never really managed to recover. Well done. Maybe if LethalBliss managed to put down a 17-pounder, which kind of got attempted a couple times, then cancelled, could have been a different story against that elephant through the center, but didn't really happen. And maybe some questionable builds as well, rebuilding all these infantry troops instead of going for more anti-tank, which was desperately needed. But yeah, GG. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like you're going to be cast by me, details it in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.